Here's something wild. Every morning, millions of people drink coffee that's been through a transformation as complex as turning coal into diamonds, but most of us have no idea how it happens. The journey from green bean to your morning brew is a masterclass in chemistry that's happening right under our noses.
That's fascinating because most people probably think roasting is just heating beans until they turn brown. What's actually happening in there?
Well, those green coffee beans start out nothing like what people imagine. They're these super dense, hard little things that smell more like grass than coffee. And every single flavor we love, the chocolate, the fruit, the caramel, none of that exists until we roast it.
So you're telling me if I bit into a raw coffee bean, it wouldn't taste anything like coffee?
Oh, please don't try that. You might crack a tooth. But yeah, it's all about the transformation. Think of it like this. Roasting is basically controlling three things: heat, time, and airflow. And just like a symphony, timing is everything.
I've heard roasters talk about different phases. Could you break that down without making it sound like a chemistry lecture?
So there are three main phases, and each one is crucial. First, we've got the drying phase, getting moisture out until about 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Then there's the browning phase, where all these amazing flavors start developing. Finally, we hit what we call the development phase, after first crack.
First crack? Like popcorn?
Exactly like popcorn. And here's something wild. During first crack, those beans can literally double in size. It's this incredible moment where all the pressure inside finally breaks free, and you can actually hear it happening.
Well, that explains why two different medium roasts can taste completely different. There's way more going on than just how dark they get.
You know, that's one of the biggest misconceptions in coffee. The label medium roast is about as precise as saying cook until done. It's all about how you control the heat through each phase, especially after first crack. Two roasters might hit the same final temperature but take completely different paths to get there.
So, what are the big things that can go wrong? The stuff nobody puts on their fancy coffee bags?
Oh man, there are two major pitfalls. First, there's scorching, where parts of the bean get too hot too fast, giving you these harsh, ashy flavors. Then there's what we call baking, when the roast loses momentum and everything ends up tasting flat and lifeless.
That really puts things in perspective. Even perfect beans can be ruined by a bad roast.
Exactly. And here's something most people don't realize. After roasting, coffee needs to rest. In the first 24 hours alone, it releases about 40% of its CO2. That's why fresh doesn't always mean best.
So how can someone start understanding these differences without becoming a professional roaster?
Here's a simple experiment. Buy two coffees from the same origin but different roast levels. Brew them exactly the same way and compare. Pay attention to brightness, sweetness, body, and any bitter notes. It's like a wine tasting, but for coffee.
And I'm guessing if one tastes like you're licking a campfire, you've learned something important about roast levels.
That's definitely one way to learn. But remember, roasting is just one piece of the puzzle. The quality of the green coffee matters just as much. You can't roast your way to greatness if you start with subpar beans.
Sounds like there's this whole chain of responsibility, from farmer to roaster to barista.
That's exactly it. Coffee is only as good as its weakest link. And roasting? It's the crucial bridge between great farming and great brewing. When it's done right, it's pure magic in your cup.